Good morning, friends. Welcome to school today. It is Wednesday, September 16th. Oh my goodness, do we have a lot of exciting stuff to do today. Today, this is your lesson about reading and writing. We are going to learn a new word. It's called empathy. And empathy is a word that means I understand how other people feel. Let me go to the presentation mode and I will show you some slides we've been working on. So since school started, we have been talking about characters in stories. And one of the things we have said, one of the things we've learned is story elements. And story elements include characters, and characters are the people, the animals, or the creatures in a story. We also learned that there's main characters, it's who the story is mostly about. We've learned about the setting, which is where the story takes place. We've learned about events in the story, which are the things that happen to the main character. We've talked about problem and solution. Problems, the things that are the character wants to change, and the solution is the way to solve the problem. So here, problem. The problem is something the character wants to change, fix, or figure out. And I've showed you this picture of my melting snowman, and the solution is the way to solve the problem. Maybe there's many ways. I'm thinking I decided to put my little snowman in the refrigerator or in the freezer to make sure he doesn't melt away when that sun gets hot. Today, you're going to read a story called Nerdy Birdie. And we want to introduce a feeling. It's a special feeling. It's not like mad, happy, or sad the way you feel. It's called empathy. And empathy is the ability to understand how someone else is feeling or to understand the situation they are in. We say it's your ability to put yourself in someone else's shoes or to walk a mile in their shoes to see how they feel, and understanding the way a situation might make them feel. And sometimes we can feel empathy because maybe we have already experienced what they are going through. So empathy, the ability to understand how someone else is feeling. And I bet some of you are going to be able to have empathy for Nerdy Birdie. Maybe not everybody, but I bet some of you will. We also talked about inferring, and I just want to review this, and that's when we use our schema to figure out how a character is feeling. And schema is just the things we already know. And that's where empathy comes in. If you've already experienced the same thing that Nerdy Birdie or anybody else has, it's easy to have empathy for them. It's easy to understand how they're feeling. Remember, when you're inferring, you use the pictures and the words to figure out how they feel. As you listen to the story, Nerdy Birdie, I want you to think about what was the problem in the story, how did Nerdy Birdie solve the problem, and how did Nerdy Birdie show empathy? So think about those things as you listen to the story. And remember that empathy is the ability to understand how someone else is feeling. Remember to answer these questions and post your answers to Google Classroom. You just need to follow the link to do that. In writing today, let me pop back over to you all. Escape. In writing today, you are going to be working on a personal narrative. I want you to think about something or some time that you were trying to make a friend. What is something you did to become friends with somebody? I want you to write about what you did. So remember, this is a personal narrative. It's a story about you trying to make a friend. What did you do? How did you talk to the friend? What did you ask them to do with you? Or How did you become friends with them? So remember, you have to draw a picture to go along with the story. Remember to have an adult post your story to the Google Classroom with your picture so that I can take a look at it. And if you can join us in our Google Meet, I'd like for you to share that if at all possible. Thanks a lot, friends. Have a great day.